What is Django? Image Django is a high-level Python web framework used to build full-stack web applications quickly and securely. It follows the MVT pattern, model view template, and comes with many built-in features. Key features: ORM, Object Relational Mapper. Work with databases using Python classes. Admin panel, ready-made admin dashboard. Authentication, login, logout permissions. Security, protection against SQL injection, XSS, CSRF. Scalable, used by large applications. Django MVT explained, component, role, model, database tables, business logic handles request and response, template, HTML UI shown to users. Use Django when you want a complete website, you need HTML pages backend, you want fast development with batteries included. What is Django REST Framework? Image Django REST Framework, DRF, is an extension of Django used to build RESTful APIs instead of HTML pages. Key features: serializers, convert Python objects, JSON, API view generic views, view sets, authentication, JWT, token, session, permissions and throttling, browsable API UI. What DRF returns instead of HTML? DRF returns. You can see the code in our conversation history. Use DRF when building mobile app backends, creating APIs for React, Vue, Mochima, Angular, microservices, or front-end backend separation. Django versus Django REST Framework. Feature Django REST Framework. Output, HTML pages, JSON API, UI, server-rendered templates, front-end apps, used for websites, APIs. Learning curve, easy, medium. Front-end, Django templates, React, Vue, mobile. Real-world example, Django admin panel plus website, DRF mobile app API plus front-end API. Open quote, most modern projects use Django plus DRF together, close quote. Typical tech stack, modern. You can see the code in our conversation history. Summary, Django full web framework, HTML's backend, DRF API framework on top of Django. foreign key relationship works in Django image. In Django, a foreign key is used to create a one-to-many relationship between two models. Open quote, example, one department, many employees, close quote. Basic example, models.py. You can see the code in our conversation history. What happens in database? Department, parent table, employee, child table. Employee table gets a column, department score ID. Department ID stores the primary key of department. How data is stored? Employee department ID, John, 1, Alice, 1, Bob, 2. Creating data. You can see the code in our conversation history. Accessing related data. From child, parent. You can see the code in our conversation history. From parent, child, reverse relation. You can see the code in our conversation history. Open quote, employee set is auto-created by Django, close quote. Hash custom reverse name related name. You can see the code in our conversation history. You can see the code in our conversation history. On delete options, very important. Option, meaning cascade. Delete employees if department deleted. Set null, set department to null. Protect, prevent deletion. Set default value. Do nothing, no action. Example, you can see the code in our conversation history. Filtering with foreign key. You can see the code in our conversation history. You can see the code in our conversation history. Performance optimization. Bad, n+1 queries. You can see the code in our conversation history. Good. Select related. You can see the code in our conversation history. Foreign key in Django admin. You can see the code in our conversation history. Foreign key in Django REST framework. You can see the code in our conversation history. You can see the code in our conversation history. Real-world use cases. User orders, blog comments, author, books, category products. Summary. Foreign key equals one-to-many stored as ID column. Reverse access via related name. Control delete behavior via onDelete. Optimize with select related.
Here I am going to explain how to create a Django project. If you are beginner, I'll show you from here. This is my VS Code editor, and before you need to install Python and all. With the help of ChatGPT, I am going to show you how we can easily implement Django project. First, we need to create a virtual environment. So for that, how we can create Python 3 -m virtual environment. Here I created a virtual environment. Here you can see left side virtual environment, and we need to activate that virtual environment first. Like this we need to activate. Here you can see in the terminal there is a virtual environment got activated. This command for macOS. If you using Windows, then it will be different. Here I am checking what is present in our virtual environment. Right now there is nothing present, only pp is there. So first we need to install Django REST framework. How to install? pip3 install. This is the command to install Django REST framework. After installation, how we can check that? pip3 list. Here you will get the whatever installed in virtual environment, that dependency will show here. Next, creating project. ChatGPT given some project name, so I am using that right now. This is the project name I am adding here. Right now project is created. Here you can see, after creating project we need to go inside this directory, project directory. How we can go that? cd project name. Right now I am in the path company project. Here you can see. Next, creating app. Start app. Here app name is employee. So here you can see app also created. This is the project and this is the app. After creating app, what you can do, go to settings.py and here you need to add app name and REST framework. If you creating REST APIs, you need to add here. Here I am adding app name. I created app name is employee. Employees. There's a yes. Okay. After registering app, what you can do, go to urls.py and here register the path with the app. How we can do that? Here I added a path and right now I given this employee.urls. This is the employee app and there is no urls.py file present. What we can do, first create a urls.py file. Before doing that, what I'll do, I'm just commenting right now. This is the code for models.py, so I am copying this code inside my app. I'm here pasting models.py code. Here you can see file name models.py and this is the code. This is the first class which is department and second class which is employee, and here department taken as a foreign key inside second class. Creating project is simple, just these commands you can create a project, and there's another command to run server. What you can do, python manage.py run server. Like this you can able to create a project in Django. If you need backend development, then you need to add this models.py code and many things, views also. Here you can able to create a APIs. If you want to learn this also, I'll show you. Otherwise I'm just showing you how to create a project. This is the way of creating Django project. If anyone interested to create API, you can comment there. I'll show you. Here what I done, this is my app name employees, and here models.py code which is added, and this is the new file I created, serializers.py. What it will do, it will convert the data to JSON format, and right now I am pasting here API code. In the serializers.py you can see here dot models import department employee. In the models.py there is a two classes, department and employee. Here I imported both the class department and employee. Based on that I created here serializer. And this is the API code. Here also first I imported those model classes and serializer classes. Inside serializer there is a present department serializer and employee serializer, so I added here, just imported. After that, using generics, this is the REST framework feature, that generics dot list create API view. This is the feature that we can able directly create APIs. Here you can see there is a both code are same, I think, and I am just commenting this. Here what is the problem is, here used select related, but here not used. And this is the code for the urls.py. This is a path for department and this is part for employees. Now this is the different one. This is for create employee, this is for department. Okay, we can able to create a CRUD operation for the department, CRUD operation for the employee. Here you can see here there's a red color which is migrations are not applied, for that it is showing. This is the code for the project URLs. It's already there, I think. Here you can see, just I am uncommenting this. Here got some error. What is the error? I did not save this file right now. I'm going to save, and how to apply migrations, that will show you. This is the command that we can apply migrations. Once we done this command, what will happen, it will create a tables in database. Right now here I am using database SQLite, which is default one. I did not added any external database. So here you can see database configuration, here SQLite 3. After running that command, we need to migrate. Run this command next. We'll apply all migrations, and I'm running server right now. What will happen? Here not showing that error like red color. Which one? This one. Next I am going to browse these APIs. Here my path is what I given here in the urls.py. Here you can see this is the app path, which is employees, and this is the project path. Here I added API. So what I need to do here, first API, then employees. Here you can see the API. Here the path which is for the get API. Right now there is no data here, showing empty. This is the response. I'm going to create here new employee. Before creating new employee, we need to create a department. We just from here select department. After creating department, we can able to create an employee. For that, what I need to do here, urls.py, this is the URL path. Instead of employee, here I need to add departments. Here you can see this is the get API for the department, and response is empty. I'm going to create department, giving name CS computer science, and here got created department. After creating department, what I'm going to do, I'm creating employee. Right now this is the get API and response is nothing. I'm creating new employee and department CS. Here got created a employee. This is the post API path. Here you can see. Right now there is only two APIs, get and post API. List create API, here you can see. Next, also I'll show you admin panel, how we can access admin panel. Here I'll show you in the admin.py. Here I'm going to register first, then how it will work I'll show you. Before that, I need to add code here in the models.py. There's a two classes, department and employee. First I am going to import the model classes from dot models import employee and department. After importing, how we can register here in the admin panel, creating class employee admin. Before that, what I'll going to do, I'll show you what if we not register this in the admin panel, what will happen. I'll show you first. First I am going to create one super user. How to create super user will show you. There is a command here already. Where is that command is? Okay. This is the command to create super user in Django. I'm giving name here anything if you want. I'm giving root right now, and I'm skipping email and giving password root and confirming password root. After that, here showing some errors, not a error but just simple message. User anyway we want to create this user with the same password, so I'm giving yes. Super user created successfully. After creating super user, what we need to do, log in with the admin panel. Before that we need to run the server, python manage.py run server. After running server, I am going to the link, and here in the urls.py project urls.py, here you can see there is a path admin. This is the path we can log into the admin panel /admin, and we will get the interface like this. I created a super user is root, and here I am going to enter path like password and going to log in. This is the admin panel in Django. As you can see, there's employee and department table is not showing here. You can think that you are not registered employee and department. How we can register that? Like this, inside admin.py I'm creating class employee admin. There's another way also you can able to register the model classes here. Employee admin admin.model list underscore display. Inside list I am writing that fields which I need to display there. Here models.py here I'm just splitting the after admin.py. This is the admin.py file and this is the models.py. Here employee admin, class name is employee admin. I'm going to add these fields inside list. Only two fields are present, so I'm going to add only two. And here we need to add like this admin.register of employee. This is the model class I'm going to add here, like register like this. After that another class which is department. class department admin. You can give any name, it will be the no problem. Admin dot model admin list underscore display. Here only one field is present, name I'm going to add here. After adding that, I need to register at register department. Here we registered employee and department classes. Right now I'm going UI part. Here I'm going to refresh this page. What will happen? Here you can see the tables, department and employee. From here, this is the backend part. You can add department, you can add employee, delete employee, anything you can perform, edit, delete, update, anything. Right now what I'll do here, I'm creating another department which is simply giving IT department and saving. Here you can see there is a two department, which is this one is I created before and this one I just created. If you want to edit, just click here and you can edit that department to different one. And if you want to delete, here the button to delete the what it is department. From here, this is the employee table, and here we can able to create a new employee. I'm creating test 2, and from here I'm selecting IT department and saving. And another thing I wanted to tell you, when I going to create employee, here you can see select option present, because in the models.py what happen is, here I given foreign key relation of the department. For that I can get the select option in the admin panel. If anyone need more help than this, you can comment in the comment section. You can comment, I'll check and update you. This is the way we can able to create a Django project. Django REST API. Right now I am creating Django REST API. If you not understand what you can do, you just go to ChatGPT and write something like create Django project. You will get the suggestion and you just follow that